So this video is just going to be a quick rant and rave about what's been going on the past week or so with coronavirus and things I see with the people in this country, Trump, so forth and so on. So let's just dive right in. This is just bizarre, right? Like, we are living through a movie. It's crazy. It is really something else to behold and be on quarantine life. Well, let's start with people just panic buying and buying toilet paper and all the meat in the store, and this is just asinine. It's just monkey see, monkey do, I guess. It's just, you see other people do it and they run to do it, and then you see the supplies are getting low in the stores, so you feel like you have to go out and get it, because if you don't get it before a certain time, you're not going to get what you need. And that brings everyone to pretty much, well, not everyone, but a greater majority of people to do that. And then, there's no toilet paper left. There's no beef left, and so forth and so on. Whew, man, very, very little faith in humanity after this whole instance. And then that brings me to Trump and his pressers. They are something just straight out of a authoritarian nightmare movie. He just spews lie after lie and misinformation. Like the other day, he was up there asking questions to one of the health professionals. It wasn't Dr. Fauci, I forget who it was, and he's asking her questions that, like, I was blown away. Like, these are questions that he should have had already asked and had answer to him in the briefings. Like, is he not paying attention? Is his ADD kicking in and he's not paying attention in the briefings? Like, what the hell? And you can even see her as he's asking these questions, like her soul slowly leaves her body. Like, what the? And then you have him, he's, in a time of crisis, what you want to do, right, is calm people down, bring the country together, try to bring sides together. And then he gets softball questions from reporters, like one, the other day when I asked him about, what do you say to Americans who are scared right now? And then he just flat out tells that guy he's a terrible reporter and goes on a temper tantrum like a child for a few minutes. This is our leader. This is the president of the United States. And people see that, and there are actual people out there that like that. They're like, oh my God, yes, be a child, be an asshole, be an idiot. That was like the most softball question in the world too. It's literally like placed on a tee right in front of home plate. Any president with a modicum of any intelligence would be able to knock that out of the park. But he doesn't have that. He's very vindictive and childish, so he gets angry and he shouts down the media. And then the really frightening part is he has like a 55, in one poll, in like an ABC YouGov poll, he has a 55% approval on how he is handling this crisis. This is just, holy God. This country is doomed, like 100%. And then you have the fact that he's up there and he'll say one thing or he'll say something, and then Dr. Fauci will come on to the mic, and what Fauci says is like completely opposite from what Trump is saying when it comes to like lockdowns and like the science behind certain things. It's crazy. Like, Dr. Fauci is basically like the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan, the Derek Jeter of infectious disease. And this just moron is up there, Trump, basically disregarding what this man is saying, what he's done and studied his whole life, his whole career about. That's what I mean when I say people, Trump supporters, they're so far deep in this cult. They have such sunk, like they have taken the sunk cost fallacy to new heights I've never seen. Like, they will not get out of this ship. It has sunk. It's on the bottom of the ocean floor, and they are just drowning. And they're like, oh, I'd rather just sit here and drown than admit I was wrong or admit I was conned. So much so that there was another recent poll from ABC YouGov that said, they polled Democrats and Republicans, and 90% of Republicans say they trust they're getting their coronavirus information from Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, the man who looked at a solar eclipse, the man who says windmills give you cancer, the man who calls climate change a hoax, the man who lies every time he breathes. He lies so much that he has no kind of purchase on the truth. He doesn't care about the truth. When someone lies and they're a successful liar, they have to know the truth, right? Because the whole point of to lie is to hide the truth from you. So they have to know the truth, and they have to lie successfully to be able to hide it from you. Trump is he's such in a position where his followers are so deep into the cult where he doesn't have to lie and care about the truth. He knows that it's bullshit. He's just going to keep piling up the bullshit on top of it because he knows his supporters don't care about the truth. He knows this. He has no purchase on the truth, and this is what is truly frightening about it. We have a pandemic, and it's reached our soil. It's killing Americans by the day, and you have nearly half the country who, some of them still think it's a hoax created by the Democrats to bring down the economy, to bring down Donald Trump. This is goddamn insane. And then you have the other ones who are now saying that they basically want to sacrifice your parents and grandparents on the altar of the stock market. Like, this is crazy. What the hell is going on? Just when there is no floor, like just when you think there's a floor in the absolute just depravity coming from Trump and his supporters, there is no floor. It will just keep going lower and lower. They will never reach the floor. When you think that they've hit it, they will do or say something else that drops them further. It's frightening. And like if we don't band together and get so many people out to the polls in November, he might win again. Imagine that. Could you imagine?